Picture this, my brother. Loneliness isn't just being alone. It's feeling invisible in the very heart of someone who should love you. It's the quiet agony of watching her smile, knowing she's already controlling every beat of your soul. You find yourself sitting alone in a dimly lit kitchen, the pale light from the cracked blinds casting long, cold shadows across the table. Your hands are clenched, your mind heavy with a silent storm you can't quite put into words. You're haunted by a feeling, a creeping realization that beneath the surface of every tender smile, every soft word she gives you, lies something darker, something far more powerful than simple affection. It's emotional control, a hidden silent force that women have been wired to crave for thousands of years, a primal desire that shapes their every move and molds the very fabric of your relationship, often without you even noticing. What I'm about to reveal, brother, will shatter the illusions you've been holding on to and expose the raw, uncomfortable truth behind why women seek to command your emotions and why this battle for control defines so much of your pain and confusion. You see, this craving isn't born from malice or selfishness. It is hardwired into the female brain by evolution itself. There's a biological imperative at work, a survival mechanism coded deep into her DNA. When a woman exerts emotional control, it triggers a dopamine surge in her brain, a chemical reward system that reinforces the power she gains by steering your feelings, your reactions, your very sense of worth. This is a market of emotions, a silent battlefield where value is constantly measured and traded, where every smile, every tear, every withdrawal or embrace is a calculated move to gain advantage. She is programmed to seek this leverage because it has historically ensured her protection, security, and social standing in an unforgiving world. It is not personal, it is nature. But make no mistake, it is a weapon wielded with quiet precision, sometimes disguised as vulnerability or innocence, sometimes wrapped in love or concern, yet always designed to keep you in check, to keep you tethered to her emotional tide. Maybe you felt it, those subtle but sharp moments that slice through your confidence, the passive-aggressive remarks veiled as concerned, the sudden withdrawal that crashes over you like a cold wave, the carefully designed tests that seem innocent but feel more like traps. These are the warning signs. I've watched men fall victim to this cycle, hearts trapped in an exhausting loop of hope and despair. I remember one friend, drained to the bone, telling me how every demanded apology felt like a blow to his soul, how her tears weren't just tears but tactical weapons designed to reset the balance of power. Another told me about the way her innocent vulnerability was a mask for silent manipulation, how the lines between love and control blurred until all he felt was loss. This isn't drama or exaggeration. It's the emotional reality most men live but few understand. And it's not just a private war, it's a social conspiracy hidden in plain sight. Society tells you to respect and empower women, rightly so in many ways, but it often turns a blind eye to how emotional control becomes normalized, even celebrated. Feminism, with all its complexities, paradoxically arms women with the freedom to wield this emotional power without consequence, while men are left to silently suffer the consequences. Media glamorizes female dominance in relationships, the strong woman trope, and dismisses men's pain as weakness or failure. You are left to navigate this minefield alone, brother, trying to hold on to your sense of self in a world that expects you to surrender your emotions. The toll is devastating. Anxiety gnaws relentlessly, eroding your confidence. Your identity fractures as emotional boundaries dissolve. You become a shadow of the man you once were, burnt out and hollow. I've seen men reach their breaking points, some retreating into cold detachment, others collapsing under the weight. One story stays with me. A man who, after years of this invisible war, finally walked away. Not broken, but awakened. He saw through the emotional fog and reclaimed himself from the shadows of control. That awakening is rare, but vital. Here's the bitter truth you need to hear. This craving for emotional control isn't evil. It's nature, raw and brutal. Denying it or pretending romantic idealism will save you only leads to destruction. But understanding it, accepting it with a stoic, masculine empathy, that is where your true strength lies. You don't have to submit. You don't have to be a victim. The path forward is not to fight her on her battlefield, but to build your fortress within. Take control of your mind, your reactions, your emotions. Practice emotional discipline, cultivate detachment, not as coldness, but as power. Redefine your value beyond her games, beyond society's narratives. Masculine awakening, this silent mastery over your inner storm, is your freedom. It is where you reclaim your soul. Remember, power is not loud, it is the calm center in the chaos. It is the silent mastery of your own emotions, the unshakable will to stand firm when everything around you crumbles. In that silence, brother, you are free. Brother, I want you to understand this before we part. The pain you felt, the confusion, the silent battles fought inside your heart, they are not signs of weakness, but marks of a man trying to survive in a world built to test him. The emotional control women crave isn't a personal attack. It's a primal force as old as time, designed to protect, to command, to ensure survival. But that doesn't mean you are powerless. Your strength lies not in fighting her storm with rage or desperation, but in mastering your own, in standing tall when your world feels like it's crumbling, in embracing the bitter truths without losing your soul. Remember, real power is quiet. It is the calm within the chaos, the silent fortress built from resilience, discipline, and unwavering self-respect. You owe it to yourself to break free from the chains of emotional manipulation, to reclaim your mind, your heart, and your destiny. This path isn't easy. It demands sacrifice, clarity, and a relentless refusal to be broken. But when you walk it, brother, you don't just survive, you awaken. You become the master of your own fate, the captain of your soul. And in that freedom, you find not just peace, but true power.